Hello, and welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today is April 12th, 2025, and we're analyzing Bitcoin, ticker symbol BTCUSD. We'll be covering both recent news and in-depth chart analysis to give you a comprehensive view of the current market. First, let's dive into the news headlines impacting Bitcoin. President Trump recently reversed the Biden-era crypto tax law, causing a jump in Bitcoin's price. Additionally, experts are warning of a potential bull trap amidst escalating U.S.-China trade war tensions. Michael Saylor's company, Strategy, may also need to sell some Bitcoin holdings if prices drop significantly, adding to market uncertainty. Other factors influencing Bitcoin include gold's surge due to shaken investor confidence, bond market volatility, and concerns about a potential U.S. recession. Arthur Hayes, co-founder of BitMEX, predicts Bitcoin is gearing up for up-only mode due to U.S. macroeconomic factors, while others suggest it's a safe haven asset. There's also a bill seeking to legalize cryptocurrency payments, which could further boost adoption. However, it may mandate additional service fees. Now, let's transition to the charts to see how these events are reflected in Bitcoin's price action. Looking at the daily chart, we can see a broad overview of BTCUSD's price movement over the past few months. Notice the volatility, with periods of significant gains followed by pullbacks. This is typical for Bitcoin, so it's key to manage risk. Let's narrow in on a specific range of candles to examine a recent price swing in greater detail. Zooming in on this area, we see a sharp decline followed by a recovery. The drop could be related to broader market concerns about a potential recession or the U.S.-China trade war. However, the subsequent rebound suggests strong underlying support and renewed investor confidence, possibly influenced by Trump's crypto-positive actions. Now, let's switch to the 1-hour chart to get a closer look at short-term price action. On the hourly chart, we can identify more precise support and resistance levels. Look for areas where the price has repeatedly bounced or stalled. These levels can act as potential entry or exit points for trades. There's a clear resistance around $71,000, which Bitcoin has struggled to break decisively. A break above this level could signal further upside potential, while a failure to break through could indicate a short-term bearish trend. Let's now examine a specific range on the 15-minute chart for short-term trading opportunities. Analyzing the 15-minute chart, we can see recent price consolidation within a tight range. Pay close attention to breakout patterns and potential fakeouts. Volume is also crucial. High-volume breakouts are more likely to be sustained, while low-volume moves can be easily reversed. Remember that the $80,000 level seems to be a psychological support line, but has broken multiple times and might be broken again. From a long-term perspective, the overall trend remains bullish due to increasing institutional adoption and positive regulatory developments. However, short-term volatility is likely to persist due to macroeconomic uncertainties and potential negative news events. Be aware of Michael Saylor's company needing to potentially sell Bitcoin, for example. In summary, watch these levels closely. Key support: $65,000, $70,000. Key resistance: $71,000, $80,000. Overall, the probability of Bitcoin reaching $85,000 in the short term is about 60% if positive news continues and resistance breaks. The probability of it dipping below $70,000 in the short term is about 40% if negative events or a trade war escalation happens. However, a longer time horizon and positive market conditions suggest Bitcoin is likely to break all-time highs to approximately $110,000 within 6 months with 70% certainty. Keep an eye out for any major announcements from central banks, significant regulatory changes, or major macroeconomic developments, as these will be the largest contributors to determining the direction of Bitcoin's price. That's all for today's analysis on Explain the Charts. Be sure to like and subscribe for more in-depth chart breakdowns and market insights.